Yeah, glitch the guarantee. E&E. With your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no dates. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting misplaced. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I been up in smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weaves. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough, you need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, and feel cups of Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through on transparency. Heard their self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King L's Reflection 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn the page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Putting fire on the track, now it's bubbling. Butcher boys, E&E, you in trouble, kid. Add first 100 mil, you can double it.
Let's go, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go. Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Flow sick, corona jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shave the extras, that's business starter fees. Street blues, what I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, no it's a gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated ultras, Rio Fern, Gully Mountain shit. Couple high shots, turn on the frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next year they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over with my time side.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes, yeah they departed. My flow be retarded, sick I need hella help. My groove came back, this must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros, this is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help, here come the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot, no vaccine. If you asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck, yeah there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chicken. Something about the VVS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's
tickets.
go, let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go. Let's go. All the hustlers getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Butcher boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Yeah. What up? You here? XL Pro, what's happening, man? We about to get straight to it, man. Ain't nothing to it to do it. You know,
it's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. You just need a concept and a way to record it.
We got a SIMP issue.
Here's how
definitely going to address it, man. Let's go, y'all, man. I'm about to roll up, man. Y'all roll up too, pull up, tap in, walk with. We about to get straight to it, man. It's a SIMP issue in the FBA community.
E&E.
Yes, sir, it is.
2020 got me seeing so clear. Butcher boy shit. Norse and Glitch. We cool niggas. This is the cool. We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rollin' haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the falling, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, this that bullshit. Kill him in vain, it's vanity. Do it again, it's insanity. Nauseous a real vigilante. Killing these kids, it's plan B. Hood is too hot with an antifreeze. Blowing on leaves from these planted trees. Don't break the code, that's family. We cutting off legs like amputees. My flow was classic, antique. Freaking the beat, is it Japanese? Ever I cook is a masterpiece. When money talk, I speak Guapanese. Fire and flame mixed with gasoline. Passing my sons, that's a legacy. Studied the gang, now they testing me. They dropped the ball, man, that's incomplete. Beat them so bad, make them retreat. All of these gems you can retweet. Play with your boys on repeat. You pay the price, want your receipt. Below $1 million, flipping it. Everyday noise get sickening. Trying to flip bills to trillions. Turning these good girls to villains. Lyrics is sick, butcher boy shit. E&E clip what we represent. Put it on wax like a candlestick. We moving units and measurements. Cooking it up in the lab. We just performing experiments. Since I'm the bomb atomic, bang. These rappers out of my element.
We on the rise now, middle fingers in the sky now. Rollin' haze, so we high now. How we ride now? All coops with the top down. And we listen in the top down. Trees got a whole pound. Real G's when we come round. Niggas know how it's going down. Yeah, we on the up, bitch. Real shit you should fuck with. E&E, throw it up shit.
And we stay ballin', like we sponsored by Spalding. Ball looking for the falling, soldiers all fall in. And we go all in, while we listening to all in. While you all talking, we smoking and coughing. Till we land in the coffin, glitching, nauseous. Yeah, stepping out office. Yeah, this that bullshit.
Glitch, nigga. Perfected my flow. If I'm on the track, then you know it's a go. The guarantee, nigga, and I guarantee treat the gas like the Clippers. You know I'm a choke. Only exotic when blowing the smoke. No one ahead of me. I got the recipe. Do this shit easily. This is my destiny. Sick throwing lobs. I'm dunking on everything. Niggas is sick, and I got the remedy. What I prescribe is extra artillery. Get in my zone and start going berserk. I'm feeling like Clay when he went off for 60. With the bullshit, swear to God you can miss me. Best friends with the money, Aaliyah and Missy. I come from the bottom, to try me is risky. Throwing this K like that bitch is a frisbee. Real talk, let me lock in, show these niggas what I do. Axe Rain, I be standing next to players too. Front line shit, nigga, I'm the fucking truth. Top 6 ever of the 5 in my group. Niggas still bang top down in the coop. Put your boy up and we coming for the loot. E&E shit, we the best, yeah, it's true. This the guarantee, nigga, this is what I do.
Yeah. What up? Well, I already know, man, we gotta get straight to it, man. Start like that, picking the best, subscribe to the page, share all social media. Yeah. What up? It's your brother. What's happening with y'all, man? I'm about to come up here in a second, man. I'm twisting up right now. You dig? We about to come up here shortly, man. Just give me a few seconds. What's good with y'all, man? How y'all doing? XL Pro, what's happening? You already know, man, we're going to get straight to it, man. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, and you already know we're going to do it like we used to it, man. On this beautiful Thursday afternoon, you know, it's my day off today, man, so I've been running around, handling business, taking care of the things, you know what I'm talking about, running errands. You know how you got to do on your day off, man, when you got things to do, man, you know what I'm talking about. Especially a guy like myself, man, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things going on, you know what I'm talking about? We getting things moving, getting things percolating, you dig? So I got to take advantage of when I got days like this off so I can get everything done. And I love it because I always get everything that I sit on my itinerary to get done. You know what I'm saying? It took me a little bit longer than I was expecting today, so I had to push the show up. You know what I'm saying? But we here now. And we definitely about to get to it. You dig? What's good with everybody, man? How y'all doing on this beautiful afternoon? You understand me? It's a beautiful, beautiful spring afternoon in the city of Columbus, Ohio. You dig? It's sun shining earlier, feeling good. Now it's Looking a little overcast, like it's trying to rain. Weather don't know what it want to do, right? But we here and we're going to talk about it, man. You know what I'm talking about? So, everybody that's tapping in, right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to poly for a little bit and get some more people tapping in, man. Now, everybody that's tapping in right now, man. All y'all in the clouds watching, come on up out of them clouds. Tap in, voice your opinion. You know what I'm talking about? And let us know what's going on, what you think about this, man. This is a situation in our community, man. We got to address this, man. Y'all don't think it's something we need to be addressing? I'm almost compelled and led to think that some of y'all want it to be like that, man. The four pretty boy was happening, man. Yeah, we got some sun coming, man. It was sunny today, and it rained just now a little bit. We got some rain coming this weekend, but we got sunny days coming up as well. So, you know what I'm talking about? It's going to be a beautiful thing. Like yesterday was beautiful. You know, I enjoyed yesterday afternoon. It was beautiful. And I enjoyed the day, too, because I got a lot of stuff done today. You know what I'm talking about? I got a lot of important things that I need to get taken care of. And it's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, though, man, we absolutely have a SIMP problem in the FBA community. This is something that when we talk about it, you know what I mean, a lot of people get in their feelings, and rightfully so, because unfortunately we have a SIMP problem. That means a lot of you dudes is simps. I did a show on this about a year or so ago on this very topic, and I used the exact same thumbnail that I used off of that show for this show because it fits. Yo, Arthur ass ninjas. Simp. Shout out to my big bro Sir Ism on that West Coast, man. Sucker duckers. Like my big bro Sir Ism be saying. You feel me? I got that from Sir Ism, just in case y'all didn't know. Shout out to the big homie, man, doing this thing over there. Go tap in with the big homie. Go subscribe to him. Tell him I sent you. You dig? Over there tapping in with my brother Sir Ism with the wisdom. You dig? Sucker duckers. Right? And, you know, when you a guy like myself, man, you know, we've been dealing with you dudes for quite some time, man. And, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have a show for the ladies, too, because the ladies this is something actually that the ladies do have insightful input about, right? Because they be dealing with y'all dudes. And the stuff that these chicks be telling me that y'all dudes be doing, it just be amazing me sometimes, man. I mean, it really does. Right? And I know firsthand, personally, that we absolutely do have a major simp problem in the FBA community. It's an issue. It's as much of an issue or as much as an issue as the bed rentry that we're going to be discussing later on tonight about little Ashley. Well, I can't say little because Ashley was grown. I'll just say young Ashley. Or a little fine chocolate ass, man. Rest in the essence to her. We're going to talk about Ashley tonight. Y'all know I'm going to talk about Ashley over here. If you know what I'm saying, y'all tap in with your brother. Y'all know I'm going to speak on that, but you know what I'm saying, I'm not one of these content creators that feels the need to rush every time a new story pop up. You understand what I'm saying? I don't be feeling the need to rush every time a new story pop up. So I'll be, the first one speaking on it or things of that nature. I like to wait till a little bit more information come out. So when I do speak on it, I'll be speaking on it from as informed as I could possibly be perspective. Right? And as I already knew, since this happened, so much information has come out. We're going to get to it later on tonight. But in tandem with tonight's show in a few hours, we got to speak about this because this simp behavior in our community is what has led and contributed to situations like with Ashley to some extent. Right now, I'm not saying now let's be clear here now, y'all. Y'all get out y'all feelings, man. Be men. I'm not saying that us black men had anything to do with what happened to Ashley, because we didn't. What I am saying is that, right, due to the behavior of some black men online being simps, right, leads to Ashley-like behavior, possibly, potentially, right? Why you say that, right? Because when y'all do simp out, y'all got to understand that simping originated with the YT man. They're the original simps. How do you think they get in situations like how they find themselves in, like John McCain? Because they're simps who think that their money can get them what they want from a woman, right? Which it can to an extent, but it can't get you what you need from a woman, right? Let's be very clear that there's a difference between what you need from a woman and what you want from a woman. Well, my man, the former pretty up boy, he said, that's why people discredit the so-called independent media when we give out opinions without having all the facts. Yeah, that's why hey, the former pretty boss, why I say I'm going to wait till Thursday to talk about what happened with Ashley. We're going to do that at 9 o'clock. We're going to talk about this simp situation for a few. We're going to chop it up, pop it up real quick to about 5 o'clock. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. We're going to talk about Ashley later on tonight, so make sure y'all tap in. Right? You did? We have a major simp issue, man. Yes, we do. I'll be the first one to say it, man. The first one to say it, man. It's a movie on Tubi, y'all. I don't know if y'all ever seen it. It's a movie on, and I think everybody should go check out this movie if they have not seen it yet. Especially you simp-ass sucker dudes. But this is a movie with a twist to it, though. Which is what I think, in my opinion, makes it a good movie. How many of y'all ever seen this movie right here on Tubi? The Simp. Hey, man, this is a dope-ass movie, and I think, in my opinion, I want to first say shouts out to whoever wrote this movie, directed this movie, whoever wrote the script to this movie. They actually got into the mind of the simp. Yeah. That's why I said that's why I waited, the foreign pretty boy. That's why I waited. I was like, I want to wait a couple few days before I start speaking on Ashley. Right? Oh, you watched this in? We got Crafty Kia tapping in on Facebook. What's up with your Crafty Kia? Yeah, that's the movie The Simp. And like I say, it is actually a good movie on Tubi. And the plot twist at the end, I gotta say, I wasn't expecting that. It's a dope movie, but I want y'all chicks especially to go check out that movie Simp, right? Or The Simp. And I think that movie captures perfectly the mind of a simp, the behaviors and the thought process of a simp, with the exception of the part at the end, right? I don't think a simp, or I don't think most simps would be that diabolical, but up until that point, the character just embodied everything that is simp-like behavior. Hey, man, I'm telling you, the foreign pretty boy, man, go to Tubi and go watch this movie, The Simp, man. It is a good movie. I was surprisingly shocked at how good a movie this was. Dude is a good actor, too. I noticed from watching movies on Tubi that he plays in a lot of Tubi movies, and so does this chick right here. So, yeah, y'all go check out The Simp, man. But we do definitely have a simp problem in our community. Put a number 11 in the chat if y'all think, feel, agree, right, that we have a simp problem in our community as a black community. Put a number 11 in the chat if you think we have a simp problem. That's on Facebook. That's on goddamn TikTok and on YouTube as well. Put a number 11. Put a number 11 in the comment sections if y'all think we have a simp problem in our FBA community. Right? I don't know what his name is. I noticed he playing a lot of movies. Right? And I mean, you know, we got simps in our family. Your dad probably was a simp. You probably done dealt with some simps. And we're not going to sit up here. See, this is what we're not going to do over here at A-Real Talk. Right? What we're not going to do is we ain't going to act like we don't know what a simp is, like we confused on what a simp is, what a simp is not. Nah, y'all chicks know just as well as us real ones what a simp-ass ninja is. Y'all know what it is, so we ain't going to play that game, man. And y'all know good and damn hell well y'all don't like no damn simps. Y'all do not like simps. And y'all and chicks, y'all so shrewd with it that y'all will all the way let a simp dude wife y'all up just so y'all ain't gotta, just because y'all know he gonna take care of y'all. I think that's wild. But y'all dudes is wild who sit up there and get with them big girls or them ugly girls or them big white girls. Y'all do the same thing. It's terrible for y'all too, but y'all chicks, y'all do it in more abundance than guys do. And that's just the facts. Right? Yeah, man, we got a real major simp issue. I don't know, it might be. Oh, you talking about with Journey Smollett? I don't recall. I don't know. I don't remember seeing dude in the movie that I'm thinking about, but it probably was. I don't think that's him, man. The dude you talking about is what's the dude's name? I think that's that Macabre Brooks dude, man. But yeah, though, man, we got a major simp issue in the black community. Yes, we do. We absolutely do. To deny it is to just be on some sucker-ish, if you ask me. You know what I'm talking about? We got a lot of examples of very simp-like behavior, right? We got a lot of different examples of people on YouTube specifically and especially, but across social engineering, who are simps, man. And I'm telling y'all right now, as a real one, man, as a guy who for the most part of my life, I didn't have my way with chicks, meaning that I ain't never had to be on no simp-ish, no sucker-ish. I'm handsome, charismatic, magnetic, and chicks just dig me. You feel me? And I understand a lot of y'all just don't possess those qualities, so y'all got to resort to simping and or tricking, right? It's crazy, right? And I'm not even knocking that to an extent because I have tricked before in my life, right? But it was for fun. It was like recreation for me. Project Leroy wasn't having it was like recreation for me. You know, even though I didn't have to do it, it was just like something fun to do. You know. And that was the thing back in my day, man. You was in the streets getting to some yaper, man. You know what I'm saying? You sit up there, go to them strip clubs, man. That was the thing back in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? It just was the thing to do. When I think about it in hindsight, it was just some of the dumbest ish I've ever done. Money just down the drain wasted. Right? But we have a simp issue in the black community. Yes, we do. When you think about when you sit up here and listen to these chicks describe what they think the perfect or a good man is, they're going to describe a simp. But in all actuality, they know good and damn hell well that is not the type of guy that they would actually submit to and get on the program of. That is a guy who they can control and manipulate to some degree and extent. And we all know when it gets down to the raw nature of a real woman, she don't want to be leading and guiding no man. She don't really want to see. A lot of y'all think that y'all want to be in a relationship where you have say so more so than the man, and you have control over a man, and the man listens to you, and a man gets on your program. But when y'all actually experience that, that's when y'all get the other end. Because man, when you gotta take care of a dude. Monique Robinson, what's up with you, loved one? Because when you are put in a leadership position, ladies in a relationship, that means you dealing with a weak ass dude. Because ain't no man gonna be led and guided by no woman, man. It's just not gonna happen, man. And I don't know if y'all expect men to behave and conduct themselves other than what men are supposed to, or men actually do. And it's because y'all been exposed to so many goofy, cornball ass, I'm talking about simp ass, non-man bone having in their body ass, goofy dudes for so long, with this social engineering being the buffer. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all have lost sight of what it's like to interact with actual real men. Not to mention, most of y'all wasn't raised by y'all fathers or a real man in the household anyway. So y'all's whole perception, y'all's whole perspective of men, specifically black men, is skewed. Like, they really think that. Like, all y'all girls that go online saying the most goofiest stuff, and y'all think that that's going to attract a real man. Masculine behavior, masculine-like behavior coming from a female is the most off-putting thing ever. Yes, we will clap your cheeks if you are attractive enough, but wife up, never. And I'm talking about us real ones. Never. Because that energy is only going to attract, right, as far as relationships goes, that's only going to attract simps, beta males, as y'all say. It ain't going to attract no guy like me. You might get a guy like me to clap your cheeks, but that's about it. If that. My man Project Leroy said the simp issue is specific to the men. No more scapegoating females and single mother raised boys. Boys grow up to make their own decisions and have to stand on that. And that's 100%. I agree with you 100%. That's facts. Although we can agree that the majority of simps come from single mother raised households, meaning that simp behavior is feminine behavior. So y'all learned this from y'all's mothers. That's why it's significant. But like Project Leroy said, when you become an adult, when you become a young man who grows into a grown man, it is your responsibility to, you know what I'm saying, get your masculinity, your manhood. Shout out again to my big homie, Sir Ism, and your manalytics together. Now, what does that mean? What does that look like? If for some reason you were deprived of masculine involvement in your life, whether your father wasn't there or he wasn't allowed to be there, or something happened to your father to where he couldn't be there, unalive, or doing extensive amounts of time in a who's gal, you know what I'm saying? It becomes your mom's duty to make sure you got some of that in your life, whether it be your uncles, whether it be mentors through after school programs or something, the church, something. And when you go to the church, you want to be real skeptical about that, because y'all know how these churches gets down nowadays. Marissa, what's up with you, loved one? We got Marissa tapping in on Facebook as well, man. Because you know the church is real freaky and creepy nowadays. You might want to be, you might want to kind of like fall back or be real critical, you know what I'm saying? Do your due diligence if you decide to send your young son to a church for some masculine, you know what I'm talking about, influence in his life in a positive way anyway. You know, let me just say that, because I know these churches be freaky nowadays, like. You know, But yes, though, like my man Project Leroy said, young men, it becomes your duty, right? When you become an adult, a male, and to properly, you know what I'm saying, go into manhood, it becomes a responsibility, man, to put that in your life. Meaning, you know what I'm saying, if you grew up without no positive masculine influence in your life, it becomes your duty to surround yourself, you know what I'm saying, in positive situations to where you'll be around men who, you know what I'm saying, you consider put you up on game, whether it be an old player partner from the hood, whether it be somebody, you know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying, one of your mom's guy friends she talked to, because, you know, a lot of us moms will sit up there having multiple male friends around us when we was young boys. As another thing that sit up there and, you know what I'm saying, had an influence on the way we view women, how we seen our mothers get down. You know what I'm saying? I know it influenced mine because my mom, you know what I'm saying, one thing I will always say about my mom, even though my mom was a single mother and she was doing what she was doing, my mom never had no goofy ass F boys around me. One of the guys I'm still cool with to this day, that's my big homie. You know what I'm saying? So I you know, if you're gonna be the type of single mother that entertains multiple guys, at least have your discernment up about the type of guys you interact with, especially if you're gonna have them around your son, if you got sons, right? You don't want to have no goofy dudes around your son if you're gonna be getting down like that. And that's one thing I'm always saying to my mom, man. My mom never had no goofy dudes. Every dude my mom ever messed with was a dude who got to that bread, stood on business, was a masculine man, handled his business, and you know, all of them took a liking to me. You know what I'm talking about? And put me up on game. That's why I got so much knowledge and wisdom I got. Shout out to my homie Mustafa. Right? Straight like that, man. You know? But yeah, man, we have a simp issue in the black community. We most certainly do. And we about to get straight to it. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. Y'all go check out that movie, The Simp, on Tubi. It's funny. Yeah, simps are liars, man, because they can't keep it 100. Part of being a simp is not being able to tell the truth, or not choosing to tell the truth, I should say, which is some sucker shit. We all been guilty of it, even myself. We all, instead of hearing lied to some bras before, lied to a chick before, especially a chick we actually like and really care about. We done lied to them. I know I have. You know? Let's go.
A lot of times, if women ask questions, or some women will ask questions just like playing with niggas, let me see if he gonna tell the truth. Not tell the truth. Oh my God, you told the truth. I don't like that. Like, what do you want? An answer or the right answer? Because I could tell you the right answer until I f you. That's easy. But I could tell you the answer so you get comfortable with me, so you know where I come from isn't a place of malicious intent or manipulation. Yo, the worst, like on the first date, some of the worst questions, like when last time you had sex, this morning. What? Now what? You like your steak? A lot of times, if women
the closer you fit to what that stereotype, you like some girls will be they'll just be down, especially black chicks.
I was about to say
they like that shit, bro.
I think that mostly attracts black chicks.
I don't know what it is, bro, but they like that. They don't like when a dude has it together. I don't
clean cut look.
Yeah, bro, and I don't want to say that because it sounds like I'm trying to bash. I'm not bashing black women, but it just is what it is. Yeah, that's been my experience. I attract the most Latinas and white girls. That's what I attract.
Yeah, same. I think because I had that professional, clean cut R&B type of look, that's why I.
Professional, clean cut, R&B type look. That's not a look to be bragging about.
Also mostly attract
that look looks very questionable, if you will.
Hispanic and white woman, and you guys be in the comments like, do you not like black women? I'm like, black women don't like me.
Looking at them in the way they talk, you know what I'm saying, and what they were saying. Yeah, you going to a black club and you want the baddest one in there. You know what I'm saying? You don't qualify for that. Your game ain't there. Yeah, I care less how you look, care less where your status at. I can hear it in your voice. Your game ain't there. Come to my school, come to Sleaze University. I can get your shit to go.
The closer you fit to what that stereotype, you like some girl.
Shout out to the homie right there, man.
Bro, you in 2022 and beyond, bro, if you talking to a female and with all the information out here and you being a simp, you was always meant to be a simp. Because all this information, bro, all this evidence of how females today are moving, how they acting, how they treating men in mass, all races, right? And you dealing with her on a serious level, you was gonna always be a simp. You was destined. It was your destiny.
Came back, Project Leroy from the 80s.
You in 2022 and beyond, bro, if you talk to a female,
he predicted it.
And with all the information out here and you being a simp, you was always meant to be a simp. Because all this information, bro, all this evidence of how females today are moving, how they acting, how they treating men in mass, all races, right? And you dealing with her on a serious level, you was gonna always be a simp. You was destined. It was your destiny to be a simp.
It was some of you, hey man, hey man, it was some of y'all dudes' destiny, man. It was pre-written. It was written. It was already written in stone in your life, man. You was going to be a simp, man. You was raised without no masculinity in your life. Your mama done told you that your dad wasn't this, your dad wasn't that. And she done raised you to sit up here and be a simp. You do this for a woman. You take care of a woman. You sit up there and go ahead and be a stepfather. You sit up there and go ahead and go to work all these hours and take care of another woman and her kids she got by another man or other men. Because that's what real men do. Because she had a couple few ninjas around you. You know? That simp logic. Monique said, I love nerds. Go to work and come home. Simple life. Yeah, I'm a nerd. Listen, I'm a nerd. And that's exactly what I do. I go to work and I bring my ass home. Now, don't get me wrong. I got stuff that I do in between that. Y'all know I'm a man of many trades. You know what I'm saying? We got things going on behind the scenes and things is going beautiful. Matter of fact, just to show y'all what we got going on, shout out to my brother King Ales, that Don H wine. This is that pineapple mango Moscato. You did pineapple mango Moscato, my brother King Ales. You did. Y'all go tap in. We're gonna have the Don H on deck while my brother go take care of his business. You did. Shout out to my brother, right? My young brother, Isaiah Riley. My brother Servels, young brother. This is his wine line. This is Moscato. This is Creme Velour, another black-owned Columbus, Ohio-based wine brand, Creme Velour. This is good right here, y'all. This is that pomegranate mango. Oh, this pomegranate mango. Ladies, y'all would love this. You hear me? This is beautiful. Take this, mix this with some tequila, your choice. Some of y'all like to drink vodka still out there. Oh my God, this right here, this pomegranate mango. Listen here, man. Black brothers doing beautiful things, man. Right? Yeah, that metrosexual crap that made a whole comeback, and Aaron Magruder predicted it. Aaron Magruder predicted it. Project Leroy says some of these simps be taking care of their mothers as if she hadn't had a man to do for her. Yeah, that's where they learn the simpery from. Right? So being raised by a single mother has had a direct effect on the overabundance of simps we got. Please believe that there's a lot of things that factor into a young man developing into a simp. But one of the major factors, hands down, is being raised by single mothers. Raised without no masculinity, no manhood in the house. That has led to a lot of simping. Right? Lots of simping, man. Let's go. Y'all smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get up in that algorithm. You did.
Every single man on this earth have been here at least one time in his life. I have been here. What I can tell you is that it was a mess. It wasn't a pleasant experience. That's why every single day that I wake up, I took it upon myself to wake other men going through the same thing that I did, to wake them to understand how deep female.
So
every single man on this earth, I've been here.
Y'all Africans is big simps too, man.
So this is just a random thought. That's it. That's all. So I'm one that always says, like, I'm more than willing to step outside of my race when it comes to dating. However, I've never dated anybody outside of my race. Whenever the
See, y'all, when y'all say y'all be willing to date outside y'all's race, man, y'all got to be careful when y'all say that, man. It's not the same for y'all as it is for us. And y'all need to understand that, black women. It ain't the same for y'all, man. It's not the same. You know, the difference is white women actually do be digging us, black men. Listen here, YT boys do not rock with y'all, man. It might be that rare one who actually was a high school sweetheart with a black girl who he thought was pretty, and he really, really cared for her, really loved her, and he was willing to take the ostracizing from his family, his YT family, who more than likely probably don't rock with us. He really went through that and took the ridicule that came with that because his love for you was stronger than the hate that his family has against us. That's a rare thing. And I happen to know a couple like that, but just a couple. It's not the norm. I'm telling y'all, the overwhelmingly mass majority of YT boys do not like y'all black chicks at all. Not like that. They ain't wifing y'all in large numbers. They're not even dating y'all in large numbers. Seriously, in serious relationships. Do not allow what you see on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram to fool you. That is a rarity, especially when it comes to rich YT guys. They absolutely do not, man, listen, y'all. And we ain't hating when we tell y'all this. Clearly, as of a result of all these chicks that sit up here and then got offed. Right? Goes to show y'all though, man, that man, listen. When it comes to specifically a very wealthy YT guy interested in you, you should be skeptic of that. Especially if he's a significant amount of years older than you. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about that later on. All right. We're going to stick to the simps. All right. Monique Robinson said there's a penile size difference between YT men and black men. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, I'm going to let y'all ladies have that one, man. You know, I ain't about to sit up here and be conversing about the different, peace sizes of different races of men, let alone amongst us black men. I'm going to let y'all ladies have that one. You know what I'm talking about, man? I'm going to let y'all ladies have that one, Jack. I bet you do, Monique Robinson. Right? Another reason why these YT guys don't take y'all serious, because for the most part, they know that y'all only rock with them to shame or get at us in some type of way. If y'all think these YT dudes don't watch the internet, ain't paying attention to what y'all saying online, how y'all conducting yourselves, how y'all basically to commoditize and monetize y'all sexuality, it's up to the highest bidder. If y'all think these YT guys ain't watching this, if y'all think they don't get it, if y'all think all of them are lames and cornballs and simps, most of them are, but it's some ganged up YT guys out there. Trust me, I know a few. All these YT guys ain't stupid. They watching what's going on social engineering, and they willing to play the simp role to get what they want from you, which is your cheeks, because they don't want to marry y'all. They don't want to wife y'all up. They don't want to be in serious relationships with y'all in mass, in majority, in large numbers. This is a fact. But don't make no mistake about it. Simping was founded by the YT guys. They created it. They are the original simps. Right? She said, I never been with raw chicken skin. I just heard. Not raw chicken skin. Dang. That's the baby girl.
Opportunity falls upon me, I just never do it. I don't know what it is. Like, I just get nervous. I feel weird. It doesn't feel like right. Like, I don't know. I think because in my head, I've always seen myself having black children. And then you see like so many interracial couples out today. And there's a very particular type of couple you see. And I just don't know if I want to be like a part of that. Like, I'm so for love is love. But in my head, I'm supposed to be with a black man and have black children, that it's hard for me to date outside my race. Like, I don't know, though I would want to. I just wanted to
see, you gotta watch a chick like that. She's conflicted. She wanna sit up there and test the waters, man. Right?
Women don't respect it when you offer too much and don't require anything. Women will never respect you. If you sitting here offering a whole bunch of things that she didn't earn, she's not gonna respect that. She's gonna go ahead and mess with the dude who don't have to do nothing.
Them, you would do all that shit and have requirements, and her justification for doing what she does would be you're controlling. So, bitch has got an excuse for everything.
Women don't respect it when you offer too much and don't require anything.
Women don't respect you, but don't require anything from them. That's not saying that they won't use you. That's just saying in the process of using you for whatever they can, they're not going to have no respect with you. That's what I'm saying. Leading with your wallet, that is the lamest, corniest, wackest ish you could ever do as a man when it comes to interacting with women and gaining their favor. Because they're not going to respect you. But depending on what type of chick she is, she will entertain you for whatever she can get from you. There are chicks out there like that. And since some of y'all dudes, a lot of y'all dudes is so much simped out, me being a real one, who am I to blame them? Shame them. If it's corny, goofy ass dudes like y'all out here that's going to sit up here and make it digitally rain on these girls, you're going to sit up here and flying them out, not getting no cheeks, flying them out, doing all this expensive-ish, taking them out on $300+ first dates, never don't know the girl from a can of paint, paying rent, buying household appliances, doing all type of crazy stuff. But chicks don't respect that. Just because they don't respect it doesn't mean they won't accept it. Because if a chick is a single mom especially, and she doing things on her own, if you think she don't need $500, something wrong with you. All these chicks ain't balling out of control, man. They working regular ass jobs that most chicks work, making regular ass money that most chicks make. Hey, don't let these chicks fool y'all, man. That's why it's so easy to get y'all sense, because y'all be sympathizing, man. Y'all be thinking that that's going to gain y'all some favor, man, and y'all willing to do anything, even compromise your manhood and your integrity, your masculinity, just to get, not even to get the cheeks, just the hope of getting the cheeks. Shout out to my brother Red, taking these chicks to dinner with thoughts of going up in her. That's one thing about y'all simps. Y'all simps was the lames from high school. Y'all simps today are the lames, friend zone dudes from high school. The dudes who was actually willing and trying to be, and even to some degree actually were friends with chicks back in the day. Meaning y'all hung out, y'all probably conversed on the phone, but she was messing with a guy like me while talking on the phone with you. And now this has grown into this thing online where, because it has become digitized, it has become commoditized, it has become monetized. And now we have this ideology being spread via social engineering that in order for you to get favor with me, you have to spend some money on me. You have to be willing to spend some money on me. Not taking into consideration that most dudes just ain't got it. Like most chicks just ain't worth it. Huh? Yeah, coffee and conversation for a first date. Don't ever let no chick tell you that if she want to go out on the first date to get to know you, a coffee date, man. If she refuses a coffee date, get rid of her. She ain't worth it. Because any real woman that's really interested in getting to know you, she would rather, matter of fact, I would ever say prefer to go on a coffee date. I don't see nothing wrong with a coffee date at any age that you are able to date. At any age where a coffee date to go to get to know somebody who you could possibly potentially have some type of interest in. That's like the perfect thing. There's no nonsense. We ain't expecting nothing from each other. We in a public place. We are surrounded by books, which means we're surrounded by knowledge and information. That's going to resonate to what we're talking about. And we're going to get a real good feel for each other with no expectations, no put-ons. We both strip down to what we really want from each other as far as like, anything intentional. Anything superficial is going to go straight front street in an environment like this, right? I can't trick on you in the library unless I'm buying you some books, which would mean that you read. What's wrong with a chick that read, depending on what she read, right? Is the first date should be over the phone? Yes. I agree with that, Project Leroy. You feel me? That's fire right there. That's some game for y'all. First date should be over the phone. Right? And when we meet up in person, girl, you gotta have that choosing fee. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Put these, hey man, and this is what I'm gonna say. Just to add on to what Project Leroy said, only do this with chicks with whom you want to be intentional with as far as like possibly a relationship. When it comes to a chick that you just meet and, you know what I'm saying, you probably just want to bust her down or something like that, man, you can be as vague as you need to be while still being very honest and 100% about the everything at the same time. You know what I mean? But when it comes to y'all simps, man, like I said, man, y'all have this tool of anonymity to some extent via social media, which has given y'all access to chicks who y'all would normally in real life shy away from and be scared to death to talk to. And being that bedwentry, tricking, selling box online disguised as being a model or an influencer, right? Y'all have been manipulated by this dynamic of interaction between us men and women. And it's sad to say that due to some of y'all guys being very successful financially, having that history of being a lame, now you a grown man and you got some things going on for yourself. Now you can afford to sit up there and be the trick that you was always destined to be, but you have somehow manipulated yourself in your mind due to the stuff you're consuming online from these other triple third level, these Super Saiyan 10 12th degree black belt. I'm talking about Professor Emeritus Simps online, giving y'all game, talking about some spending money on chicks, doing all that, and pay her to go away and all that old trick ass ish, right? Y'all think that is cool now. I pay her to go away. Man, I'm not paying a broad nothing, right? Y'all have been willing to exchange y'all's integrity, y'all's manhood, you know what I'm saying, in exchange for interaction with females. Y'all have been willing to exchange that, you know what I'm saying, just to engage with the females y'all always wanted to engage with on the sexual level versus just being yourself, right? And dealing with women on the level that they actually like you as who you are, right? And then social media come in and just put that whole anonymity aspect into it. So now you got all these sucker, simp ass, soft ass, lame dudes coming online. And now they done affected the minds of these bras because now, you know, they can just buy a bra. And that's a lot on y'all ladies too. Y'all ladies have commoditized yourself. Y'all have monetized yourselves to the highest bidder. And if a ninja ain't doing this with the money, or if he ain't buying this, or he can't do this, or if he ain't giving you $1,000 or just to talk to you, all this goofy stuff, I see, y'all can't be mad that the dudes is simps. Y'all made dudes in the simps. This is the results of y'all wanting to think that dude's supposed to be just spending money on y'all. Ain't no real man going to just be spending no money on no broad that ain't on his program, listening to him, following his leadership, bringing some value to what he got going on in his life. Ain't nobody's about to just give you their money with nothing in return. Especially when you got the situation of another man's kids going on in your life. Y'all girls is crazy. Y'all, it just be baffling my mind for real. And then I see how this stuff is being pushed online. And it's driving a wedge between us because it's not the natural design of things. You think a guy's supposed to go to work 12 hours a day, busting his ass at his job to come home and bring his money and provide for a chick and another dude's kids, and he don't get to discipline the kids, and he don't have no say-so in the household? Like, come on, man. Like, that just sounds crazy. That's just like a dude. But see, and this is where it get tricky, because it ain't the same for us. It's different, y'all. When a dude is papered up and got his money together, he can preside over numerous situations. I'm not saying that he should. I'm not saying that it's right and exact, but I'm just saying for sake's purpose, a guy who got his paperwork together and everything else in his life, he could entertain multiple women, right? To whatever degree he is able to do that. And he can straight, you know what I mean? But a lot of you, see, the thing with y'all simps is a lot of y'all simp ass dudes, y'all want to entertain, y'all want to engage with multiple chicks, right? While being a simp for the chick, while being a simp for your main chick, you still want to mess with other chicks. Right? And this is what the social media has done to these dudes, man. These gameless ass, cornball ass guys that always been lame. And the chicks told me this. Ladies that's tapping in, maybe y'all can confirm this for me. I want all the ladies tapping in on Facebook, on TikTok, YouTube. Hey, is it true that once a lame, always a lame? The ladies have said this to me. My man Rez was good. That's what I'm saying, though. My man Victorious Rez was good. My man Rez on Facebook say, funny thing is they giving up the box to dudes who ain't doing none of that. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, Shalonda said, what's up, Shalonda Love One? Shalonda said, yep, always a lame. Shalonda say, once you got that lame marker on you, once the chicks say you lame, like say back in high school, if you was considered a lame from the chicks, meaning you was a dude who they actually just looked at like a brother. If not a brother, you just was a guy that went to school. They didn't look at you like he's cute, he's fly, he's handsome, he's charismatic, he's magnetic. I would talk to him. Just when they look at you, they're just like it's like you're not even there. Or if you was a certain type of guy, you just was a lame. Like, he was lame as hell back in. See, a lot of y'all simps started out as lames and continuously remained a lame up into your adult years. And let's not make a mistake, y'all. All y'all lame ass, simp ass dudes out there, y'all know y'all lames. Y'all know y'all simps. And for some reason, it's like a cognitive dissonance thing. It's like y'all know y'all lame, y'all know y'all simp, but versus getting to the root of the issue of why you a lame, because it starts in your childhood, you rather just continue on this life like, man, well, I'll just do this. You do everything you got to do to become the version of yourself you think is suitable for chicks to want to like. You don't even touch the surface of what the real issue is, and it's something that happened in your childhood. Like everything. Oh yeah, talk about get your passport, man. Right now ain't the time to be traveling abroad, especially to go trick on abroad. Y'all dudes is traveling, y'all simp ass dudes, right? Who don't even represent the real passport bro community. Y'all represent the suck ass dudes who can't score with American women, so y'all think y'all going to have a better chance overseas because they economically stripped and once again resorting to tricking. See, a guy like me, I've always been a handsome, charismatic, and magnetic guy since I was a young mustache. Girls actually like me for me. They think I'm handsome. They think I'm attractive. They think I'm smart and I'm funny and witty and all of this stuff, and they just like me. There's some chicks that don't like me. There's some chicks that can't stand my guts, but them's the chicks that really like you. The ones that don't like you, those are the ones that actually really like you. Matter of fact, be in love with you for real, for real. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, you simp ass niggas don't know nothing about that. And I blame, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Now, I blame your daddy, right? But there's some context with that. A lot of y'all's dads was ostracized from y'all. A lot of y'all's dads was actually trying to be involved in y'all's lives, trying to be a father to y'all, trying to be a dad in your life, show you the ropes, show you the things of manhood, masculinity. Shout out to Sir Ism and Manalytics. But your mama was a raggedy ass, whatever she was, and actually parentally alienated your father from you. And that happens a lot, more so than what we think. I'm going to say that's the majority of these situations. Most guys want to absolutely be involved in their children's life, their child's life, especially if he's a boy. So a lot of guys who would sit up here forced to be raised without no fathers because your raggedy ass mammy ostracized your father from you and parentally alienated him from you. As you can go online and see all these young brothers whose moms lied to them about their daddy. Dad's been trying to be involved for so long, mom done did this, and we as men, what you think we gonna do? We reach out so much. We trying to get involved. We're going through the courts, spending money we ain't really got just to be involved in our child's life, just to get told we can't be involved or heavy restrictions, right? And us being men, man, you know, we just gonna, some of us is gonna just say, F it. I'll go make another family because we have the ability to do that. And now you got a brother growing up with this, you know what I'm saying, got a man with a chip on his shoulder because he know he got a kid out there that he actually wanted to be involved with, but his mother made the situation so tumultuous for him that it was just better for his sanity as a man to just say, man, you know what, F it. I'll go make another family. And I think that's a sad situation, and I think that's a situation that creates simps as well, right? Yeah, the military always coming out of the military too, because them dudes up out of the dudes that choose to go to the military are guys who grew up with a heavy lack in male masculine influence in their lives, right? My man, are you moved to ATL, bro? That's what's up. My man Red said, down here ATL, I had 3 out of the last 4 girls that want me to pay their bills or daycare bill or buy food before the first date. Social media got these women thinking they are entitled. Hold on. Because of good looks. Yeah, man. Like, girl, don't you know it's bad chicks all over the world, man? So I don't blame brothers in that aspect to where if you feel like you done had your fill of American women, specifically foundational Black American women, and you want to go try your luck in other groups of women, hey, man, I'm going to always say this to y'all, man, because I'm not no hater, man. Man, listen here, because this applies for myself as well. Brothers out there tapping in, even you simp-ass ninjas, right? Ever get it twisted, man. I don't give a damn what y'all dudes do out there. Y'all mess with us, whatever type of broad y'all want, fat broad, back, whatever y'all, that's on y'all. Right? But what I am going to say, man, right, is the chick that you should get with, the chick that you should make your wife, make your partner in life, right? The woman that you want to decide to preside over, that she's going to choose you to lead and guide her life. Hey, man, if that be a white woman, an Asian woman, an African woman, a European woman, a Latino woman, whoever, if that's who that woman is, man, that's the one I suggest you put in that position. Now, me preferably, just like old girl said, when I think about being in a relationship, when I think about being married, being a husband, having a family, I picture it with that being with the black woman, right? But if I was to meet a woman of another race, ethnicity, culture, whatever it may be, that fit all of that, right? Everything that I require and want and desire and need from a woman, then that's the woman who I'm going to put in that position. Whether she be black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, whatever the situation may be. You said, how do you visit a girl once a year? What y'all talk about in the comment section? Oh, you talking about in the military? Yeah, man, you gotta know she getting them cheeks clapped, man. Okay, that's what's up, Renz. I already know, bro. So the last time I came and got some food from you, you got her through not too long after that, huh? Shout out to my brother Renz tapping in on Facebook, man. But yeah, though, man, we got a simp issue. That's why it's guys like me here to put y'all brothers up on game. But y'all got to stop being so lame. Y'all got to be willing to put y'all lameness to the side. Y'all got to be willing to get to the core issue, the real, true origins of why you are a lame. Something happened in your childhood. You was lacking somewhere. Something happened that you just suppressed, repressed. You hear me? Regressed. And we got to get to the core of what happened to contribute to you being such a lame ass, corny ass, simp ass ninja. When we get all the surface stuff out the way, we can get to the roots of the issue, man. Right? But y'all got to sit up there and understand that you were lame, and you got to admit that to yourself. You got to go in the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror and say, man, I'm a lame. Like, why am I so lame? Why am I like this? Why am I choosing to be like this? Why does my mind operate like this? Why do I have the experiences with women that I have, or the lack of experience that I never had? Why am I a virgin and I'm 40? Right? That's a bigger issue. That's something that we need to address and talk about. Yeah, and simps are in all professions, man. Matter of fact, the simps is the guys who grew up to be the most professional. They're the guys who are your supervisors at places, and become engineers, and they mechanics, man, and they work in fields to where they make a lot of money, man. So they, so they can sit up there, and have their way what they want and provide themselves with the things that they lacked when they was a young mustache, man. Right? Think about that, man. And ain't nothing wrong. Listen here, man. Ain't nothing wrong with, being on your grind as a man and, working hard, man, getting your money up, getting your finances right, getting your credit right, getting your living situation right so that you can be able to do the things you want to do. But it's absolutely an issue if the motivation behind that is because when I do this, so I can have any broad I want, and I could just, not be like when I was a kid when all the girls made fun of me and call me lame and call me corny and put me in the friend zone. Now I got my money up and I got my stuff together. Now I could just have any woman I want, and I can have them do any one because I could just trick on them and just buy them because most of these chicks are for sale anyway. That's a messed up mentality to have. That's what leads to situations like what happened with Ashley and John. Because like I said, y'all, the original simps were white T-boys. They are the original simps. They started this simping-ish. Right? Y'all remember that scene from Harlem Nights?
Women will never respect you.
Women will never respect you on some simp-ish.
So I'm a simp because I'm not anti-woman like you. I'm a simp because I see a black woman near my age being successful, and instead of feeling like, why not me? Why is she being successful? Let me see something. Let me see if I can find something about her that I can pick apart to say that she's doing wrong because she's doing so many other things right. Instead of doing that, I get inspired. If a black woman around my age can do it, then I know I need to get on my shit. You get what I'm saying? I'm not I'm not looking at it like, oh, she's doing something wrong. How dare I comment on what she's doing, and I can't even pay $5,000 in rent, let alone $3,000. I don't have the means to do that and have extra money left over all the time. So not yet, I don't. I will one day though, but hopefully soon. But that makes me a simp. I'm a simp because I'm not anti-woman like you.
I'm a simp because no simp, young brother. That don't make you a simp.
If you put yourself automatically in a submissive or inferior position just in the hopes of landing a woman, you might be a simp. A woman you don't even know isn't above or below you. Don't put yourself in an inferior position just to gain a woman's favor. If you use being the nice guy as a manipulative tool just to land a woman, thinking if I just be the nice guy, she'll owe me. If you want to be kind, do so for the sake of it, not to get a woman to owe you. Not recognizing or accepting you're in the friend zone might make you a simp. If you've been hanging out for months and nothing romantic has popped off, 99% chance it never will. You might be a simp if you categorically defend women no matter if they're at fault or not. Trying to make a woman feel good so she'll like you. She might like that you agree with her, but she won't respect you if you put too much time and energy into pursuing women. Look, we all should exert energy trying to get women. It shouldn't be your main focus. Focus on your purpose and being the best you can be. The women will come.
That's a fact. I like what the big homie said right there, because that's a fact. You feel me? Oh, you hip to the homie right here? I like what the homie just said right here, man. Right? Them was some, man, a lot of y'all dudes know y'all simps, man. Right? Y'all think that y'all can hide y'all simpery through the anonymity of social engineering. I'm going to repeat that. These dudes, let me come up on YouTube. These guys think that they can hide their simpery behind the anonymity of social media, social engineering. Because they can put on a facade of masculinity through their social media. And these chicks be finding out when you actually interact with these guys, you see that these guys are cornballs, they're lames, they can't hold conversations, or when they do hold conversations, a lot of y'all dudes, and it's not necessarily meaning that y'all dudes is fun boys. It's just saying because a lot of y'all dudes was raised by y'all's mamas without the help of no masculinity whatsoever. A lot of y'all dudes have picking up feminine traits and y'all don't even realize it. And these chicks, being chicks, they pick up on it when y'all go on dates with them. When they go on dates with y'all, they can pick up on that stuff. That's why it's a breath of fresh air for a chick when she go out with a guy like me, because she gonna get that raw manhood masculinity, man. Right? That charismatic magnetism. Yiddy, not that tricking and simpery. Showing up to a date, first date with gifts and stuff. Man, I wish I would, man. That sounds terrible. I could just think what type of message that brings to a bro. Chicks don't think to themselves, oh, this dude brought me some roses on the first date. I like, that's not what they thinking. They thinking like, this nigga corny as hell. I don't even know this nigga. This nigga don't even know if I like him like that. He don't even realize that I don't even know if I really like him. I'm just going on this date because I'm bored. And I'm going to see if there's something that I might like in him. But at least if it's nothing I don't like in him, at least I got a date out of it. And that's how chicks think. And I'm not mad at chicks for thinking like that. But I do salute the chicks who don't even entertain guys that they're not interested in at all. Right? And them was grown women. Grown women don't entertain guys that they're not turned on by. Grown women ain't about to be sitting up here going on no date and giving her time to a dude who she wouldn't potentially get that box to, meaning possibly get into a serious situation with. Right? That's for y'all young girls who just want to be wine and dine and entertain and think a dude's supposed to just be spending money on you. And these dudes will spend the money on you if you look decent enough, especially. But when it comes to a well-seasoned brethren like myself, man, I'm good, man. I done had it, man, and done it, been, you know, and all of that, man. You did. You know what I'm saying? Chicks don't even really like flowers for real, for real. Chicks got flowers that they like, but they don't really like flowers, you know? Meaning, when they link up with you on the first date, a chick is not expecting. She's not expecting, nor does she want flowers. She wants flowers from a guy that she has a rapport with, a guy that she has some romantic type of attraction with. She wants flowers from that guy. She don't want flowers from a complete stranger because it's like, oh, thank you. I don't know you, but thanks. Versus being from a guy that she actually likes. It's like, oh, thank you, baby. I really thought about me. I told you I like lilies and tulips, and you got me lilies and tulips. You feel me? Yeah, see, that's crazy when it's, see, this is the zone you don't ever want to be put in as a guy. This is the friend zone / brother zone. I tell men sleeping with you is like incest. You my brother. See, when a chick then set up there and put you in that brother category. No, and listen, there's a difference between a chick telling her dude a guy is her brother and you actually being a brother in the friend zone. Because what these chicks will do is a chick will befriend you, oh, friendly ass. I got female friends. I'm going to stay in the friend zone until I get my shot ass ninjas. They will use you to go mess with another dude on their dude. The simpery just don't stop with you simp ass dudes, man. It just keeps going and going and going, right? Craig Harper in the building said, "You not rolling them up." She definitely about that. You know what I'm talking about? Monique said, "I don't like flowers, but I like flowers with roots I can plant in the yard." Monique funny as hell. Right? Yeah, we got a big simp issue, man. And I like to see brothers out here combating this, man, trying to put you young dudes up on game, man. But we at the point now, y'all, to where I think a nice, I ain't gonna say large, but I'm gonna say a significant amount of our young black men are simped out. Like they're of the mind that in order that this is what they gotta do. They don't understand about, and so that says something to the ladies too, though, y'all. Have y'all ladies got to a point to where y'all don't even want real men when y'all to really like be in y'all's lives and really lead y'all and guide y'all? Do y'all want to be led and guided by a man for real? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all really want to get on a man's program? And a lot of y'all think that, but y'all really don't, though. So, you know what I mean? We gotta put the blame and point the finger at the ladies too, because they play a part in this simpery too. Right? Because a lot of these guys, man, who choose to take the simping path, it's the reason why they doing that. But the type of chick that will entertain the simp, that says something even bigger about her. That says something that's lacking in your life. Maybe you lacking in man. Maybe your pops was a simp. Maybe your idea of what a man is a simp because your daddy was a simp. So when you come across actual manhood, masculinity, you probably reacted to it in a very adverse, maybe even negative way. Right? Yes, we definitely got a simp problem in the FBA community, man.
Listen here, you human beings, since you don't have a profile picture, I can't tell if you're a woman or a man, but on this side of TikTok, we address men. Men check men over here, homeboy. I don't give a damn about what women doing. I start with my own gender first. God damn. Y'all Negroes always trying to bring women into men conversations over here. Leave them alone. How about we pick a standard to hold ourselves accountable to, and then they will follow. Actually become a leader, a provider, and protector. Okay? How about you do that? Always trying to bring women into some shit. Y'all niggas are sad out here. Y'all sad.
I agree with the homie on that. But see that's where the things got kind of sticky. You know, that's where the waters got muddy right there when we especially with that whole red pill situation, man. Y'all started letting chicks come into them spaces, man, and that, you know, that just ruined the whole thing. And now we have this whole thing to where you got a lot of goofy chicks talking online and just, you know what I'm saying, just oversaturating with nonsense. And a lot of y'all dudes, right, have chosen to take the simp route in various ways, man. Because y'all know that catering to a female's ego and her emotions is the way to her pocket. And it's sad, ladies, that y'all have allowed yourself to be truly commoditized and monetized on levels that y'all probably don't even realize or understand that y'all have. And as a result of this, y'all ladies out there, that's actual good chicks that's out there that's actually ready to get on a real man's program and follow a man's leadership and guidance, they muddy in the waters for y'all, but y'all don't say nothing. Y'all say stuff like, that ain't me, but you don't speak out against the stuff, so we put y'all in the same category, right? And at the end of the day, we got to have final say so, man. So and how chicks are nowadays, especially for a certain type of guy, you know what I'm saying, why would we take any of y'all serious when we can just have our way with all of y'all? And to some degree and extent, y'all be cool with it. Because y'all have been tricked into thinking that being in on a man's program is oppressive in some type of way. Things is messed up, man, but this simping thing is a major issue because, like my brother just said, we got to bring it back to us, the men. The reason why there's so many simp is because there's a failing factor coming from us men that contributed to this overabundance of simp-like behavior. And what do I mean by that? And this is myself included now. We didn't take, when we were in position, even like say a guy like me, I'm gonna just use me. A guy like me coming from where I come from, experiencing the things I did, even when I became a father, I was in a position financially to where it was nothing for me to take care of my daughters and my daughter's mom. But versus me not being stupid and being silly and choosing to stay involved in the streets and all of that stuff, D. Marco said, are you sipping or with the pimping? Which one is going to be, D. Mark? Right? You know what I mean? If I would have been on my right mind, you know what I'm saying, thinking about what I had going on at the time, it probably would have been better as a young black man for me to, at that point, get out the game, use the money I had invested, whatever I wanted to do at the time, marry my daughter's mother and be a family and create generational wealth. That would have been the ideal thing for me to do. But like so many of us, that's not what I did, right? And that's why I haven't had no children since, because I said I'm not going to create that dynamic, especially with my mind the way it is now and how things are the way they is now. We need more families. We need more men getting with women, women getting on a black man's program, creating families, God, man, woman, child as the structure, and creating generational wealth. That's the type of stuff we need. That's the type of stuff that I'm on. That's the type of stuff us real ones is on. But why would we risk everything we had to offer when it's the chicks is of the mind frame that they are? And not only that, these simp ass dudes out here, y'all have ruffled the playing field to where all these girls think we all trick ass ninjas, even real ones like myself. And that totally turns me off, especially when a guy like myself, you know, when you used to having your way, you used to chicks wanting to deal with you because they actually like you, not because of what they can possibly potentially get from you, right? And that's crazy. I just be looking at chicks nowadays like, man, y'all for sale, man. A lot of y'all put y'all, so y'all, like I said, y'all have commoditized and monetized y'all sexuality in every way that y'all could possibly do it. A lot of ways y'all don't even realize y'all doing it. So when you make it transactional, man, you gotta expect transactional results, which meaning there's a value quotient, if you would, right? Because we all know that human life is very valuable. And when humans put a price tag on their lives in the various way they do, whether it be with their voting, their sexuality, what they like to eat, whatever vice it is, right? That's where money goes, where attention flows, right? So if we've all been focused on exploiting our sexuality as a way to make financial opportunities for ourselves, then we're going to have a horrified society, which is what we got now, right? So y'all chicks, man, it's kind of productive for y'all to make things transactional, but be upset when you get transactional results, i.e., dudes not wanting to wife y'all, dudes not taking y'all serious, dudes objectifying y'all, right? And if you're okay with being objectified, that means you're okay with being disrespected, because when somebody know that they can pay for something as precious as a woman's attention, maybe even sexually, you instantly use value as a whole. And I want y'all chicks to understand that, man, right? And this is what contributes to the simpery, right? Y'all simp ass dudes, man, like I say, and to get to the core of what your issue is with your simping, it's something that happened in your childhood. I suggest you man up, right? Man up and go address them childhood issues, man. You know what happened. The memories is starting to come back when you get into your 30s, your early mid 30s, going into your 40s. All the psychological firewalls, they start breaking down. You start remembering things from your childhood, right? Things that you have suppressed, regressed, right? My man D. Markham said, I'm retired from the game. I hung my Mac jersey up many, many summers ago. I know that's right, man. You know what I'm saying? And the whole cold part about it, man, and the reason why y'all simps be on what y'all be on is because y'all lacking in some masculinity. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Like I say, man, a lot of y'all simps is just lacking in masculinity, man. You know? My man Project Leroy said he'll start by saying no. Right? Because you got to think, man, most of these simps, you know what I'm saying, they have been manipulated by the situations they was brought up in. So they think that in order to gain a woman's favor, man, they got to like cater to them or coddle them or, you know what I'm saying, come to their aid, you know what I'm saying, even when they probably don't deserve it, right? And due to the relationship with their mama, they be thinking like, well, my mom, you know what I'm saying, nah, man. All females don't deserve your protection, man. All the females don't deserve your provision. And when a chick sees that you so easy to part with your hard-earned provisions and protection, right, they don't value you as a man. They just want to use you for what you can provide them with. And the sad part about that dynamic is there's a lot of chicks who are so not valuing themselves that they be willing to commoditize themselves. They be willing to, you know what I'm saying, go hang out with a dude who they don't even like, a dude who they're not even sexually attracted to, a dude who who's not even stimulating them mentally at all. They're gonna hang out with a guy like that just because they're about to go spend a bag on them. And here we have this dynamic, which is the simp's paradise. Because if all a simp, and this perpetuates the sickness that leads to simping, which stems from something that happened in childhood. See, the main core issue never gets addressed. Because as long as I can keep simping, as long as I keep my paper up, I'm going to be able to have my way with chicks. I don't care. It gets to the point because you got to think of the psychological situation going on in a man's mind when he makes up the decision to where I don't care if chicks don't like me. I got money. I can get whatever I want from chicks. If I want some box, I could just go trick on it. If I want, but see, y'all see the psychological situation that's creating for a man in his mind. That create them old Dexter type dudes, man. That create them old dudes from you. You know what I'm saying? That creates them Christian Grey type of guys. You know, that creates those John McCain type of guys. Right? Boyce Watkins, prime example, Super Saiyan Simp. Super Saiyan Simp. Boyce is a Super Saiyan Simp. Right? Another example of simpery, man. You don't ever want to be in this position right here, man, to stoop to this level of simpery, man. Like, to stoop to this level of simpery is crazy, man.
Right. And my biggest investment ever was my beautiful wife, Alicia. And
his biggest investment ever was his beautiful wife, Alicia, who's the mother of another man's kids.
Once weekly
man's
mojo.
family is his biggest investment. That's crazy. That just sounds wild.
What's up, y'all? I'm Percy Miller, Master P, and I want to tell y'all, social media, physical products, digital products, it's the
mention is that this is where I met this pretty lady 26 years ago, and we're right there in that cafeteria, and I saw her.
Look at him. We were right there in that cafeteria. Man, Boyce, man, shout out to Boyce, man. Shout out to Boyce for at least, you know what I'm saying, at one point being an advocate for us. But unfortunately, as we find out with guys like Boyce, we find out that they be on some sucker-ish. And I'm not talking about just his simpery when it comes to this broad. I'm talking about scamming the people for bread with all the situation with the dude and all of that, right? Like, this was the best Boyce could do. A very successful, self-made millionaire, wealthy black man. The best he could do is to get a chick who's a bot from goddamn Gary, Indiana, who got kids by other dudes. And when y'all's in college, she ain't pay you no attention. She barely recall any of this stuff you talking about with a fanny pack on. Looking just ever so looking ever so dainty. Fellas, this is not the level of simping you want to ever resort yourself to, man. Yeah, look where her arm is compared to where Boyce's arm is. She got her arm around his neck and back and shoulders like he the homie. Let's go.
Across a crowded room, literally, I remember that very moment, and I looked across the room and I said, "Oh my gosh, that is a pretty lady." And I went and I sat down and
look at her. She like, nigga, what is you talking about? She like, dude, I don't remember any of that. Man, she like, dude, I don't remember any of this.
That is a
pretty lady. She like, man, I know this. She like, man, I know this ninja is not about to do what I think he about to do.
And she gave me the most radiant, beautiful smile, and her name was Alicia Taylor.
She like, nigga, I don't remember that. What she like? She like, dude, what is you talking about, man? She like, dude, what are you talking about? Let's go.
And I said, well, and I said, my grandmother's name is Felicia Taylor. And then you asked me where I was from. I said, I'm from Louisville. You said, oh,
she don't remember none of that. She like, okay, because she know he lying now, right? She knows that Boyce is lying right now. She like, dude. She looking at this nigga like, nigga, I know you ain't sitting up here thinking. See, that's the mind of a simp. That's the mind of a trick, of a lame. Right? He gonna exaggerate, exacerbate, amplify the actual interaction he actually had with you to make it seem like y'all was on another level more than what y'all actually was. And this is because he liked you. And he thought because you befriended him, or him being your friend was a foot in the door to where he at now, as has been proven This is what they do, y'all simps. They can't wait for y'all simps, man. When they just sit up here and got clapped up by guys like me, then had a few kids, then sit up here and got ran through, clapped up all through college, then did all type of crazy, sexually nasty things. And now they like, man, ain't nobody wifed me up yet, man. Let me sit up here and call up boys, man. I guess I'll sit up here and let his simp ass marry me. He good now. He got his money up. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I can pursue what I want to pursue, and he going to take care of everything. He ain't going to help me raise these kids I got from another dude. You got to think of the mindset of a chick who will be willing to partake in such a interaction and in such a relationship when there's really no real love, no real feelings, no real attachment, no real attraction involved. She doesn't like you for you. She doesn't like you because you're a handsome, charismatic, magnetic, infinite-minded man. She likes you because for what you can do for her. She's willing to accept what you lack in as far as what she's attracted in for what you can provide. And y'all got to tighten up on that, man. If a chick don't like me for me as I am, get rid of her. I ain't got time for that because I ain't buying abroad nothing. You got to earn everything. When I said I ain't buying abroad nothing, I'm not saying I won't. If you put in that work, show me that you're willing to be on the team and you want to be down for the crown. You understand me? You want to get on Stacks with the Facts, Virgil program because you like you see that, you see what and all of that, and you want to be a part. You want to see how you can contribute and increase that. Then you know that's the type of chick that'll get anything she want. But a lot of y'all is lazy. A lot of y'all chicks want a ready-made man. Y'all want a man to already be up, already have a lifestyle, already have everything right, so you can just come in and just live a soft life. Or if you like YT boys, a soft, vested life. Y'all got to put in work to get a soft life, man. You don't just get a soft life because you are broad, or you don't even get it just because you look good. And even if you look good, you still got to be everything else. You can't look good and be stupid. You can't look good and have nothing to offer outside of your sexuality, because even then, you're going to get peaked and you're not going to be the only one. And, you know, for some reason, and simps, really, y'all simps be taking, y'all be really engaged. This is why these chicks think like this, because of y'all simps, right? Y'all simps really be sitting here putting these chicks on pedestals, man. And these is chicks who they know they ran through. They know they ain't ish. They sitting up there thinking like, this dude is crazy for messing with me. He's sitting up there paying my bills. I got kids by 2 different dudes. This dude is man, he's terrible. A woman ain't gonna respect that because she know a real man ain't about to sit up there and do that, especially if she's not doing, you know what I'm saying? It'd be different if she putting in that work. It'd be different if you sitting here making her earn everything it is you got to give. But if you just giving it to her because you want to gain her favor, you think that'll get you what you want for her, which is sex from her at the end of the day. And it's crazy that it's a lot of chicks that's willing to, basically, we're going to say what it is, degrade themselves to certain levels just to do that. But at the same time, though, hey, man, chicks use what they got to get what they want, man. But when you use what you got to get what you want, you got to understand that us men don't respect that to an extent. We will respect it, right? But at the end of the day, y'all chicks, when y'all got to basically, especially if you're using your sexuality to get your bag up, which a lot of chicks want to take that path nowadays. And y'all think when y'all do that and y'all actually do get y'all's money up, y'all do become successful based off of y'all sexuality, commoditizing y'all sexuality. And then when it come time to, like, you know what I'm saying, them feminine instincts start kicking in, you know what I'm saying, that womanhood start kicking in, you start desiring the leadership and the guidance of a man, y'all start to find that the type of man that y'all think y'all want, we ain't rocking with y'all. Because like I say, in order to be successful as a woman and very financially so, that's when you start getting into the arena of man-ish. You making millions of dollars, that means you in boardrooms with men, you making business deals with men, because we run business globally. That's that energy. So when y'all start dealing like that, if y'all become on that level of success, y'all going to pick up on that. And then y'all try to bring that and micromanage men who are not on that level but are still men. And y'all conflate the two. You think that your ability to make some, and there's not a lot of y'all chicks that do that. This is what I'm saying. Social media plays a part in this because it will make us think that there's just this whole bunch, majority of black women are just college educated with masters and PhDs, and they're working in the top 1% of people. No, man, no. The social media has tricked a lot of y'all. Most of these chicks that y'all think online living these lavish lives are in debt. Student loans out the wazoo. Broke as hell. Sitting up there messing with a YT man who they wanted to have trick off on them, living a soft, divested life, right? This YT man possibly, potentially, allegedly off you. Sit up there and told the people in Africa that you hung yourself, right? Now your family got to start a GoFundMe to get your body back to America. What happened to the soft life, the divested life? What happened to the monetizing of the content you was creating? Yeah, we're going to talk about that later, man. It says simping, all of this stuff is correlated and connected, right? Because all of y'all simps who could never get a chick like Ashley, all of y'all simps who wanted to get the chicks like Ashley when y'all was in high school, and instead of just being your natural self, however that may be, and introducing yourself to her and saying, hey, my name is such and such, I think this or that, and just talking to them, getting to know them, not trying to be their friends, but letting them know that you're interested in them and born being friends, and just being yourself and being natural, see if she be attracted to that. Nah, y'all went that route. Even as young mustache, y'all say, you know what? I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna play the friend type. I'm gonna act like I'm just like I don't want nothing like that. Like I'm not interested in her like that. But I'm gonna get in close to her with the hopes of one day she'll see me for the type of guy I really am, and she'll see that she really can like a guy like me. That is a lame ass thought process, man. She said, I live for the way you be saying right. Cracks me up every trip. You know what I'm talking about, BG? And this is BG. BG, you know me, man. Right? I got too much experience with y'all chicks, man. And I've been having my way for a long time, man. I mean, a long time. And I done had my ups and downs. I done had failures and lots of success, lots of success. But I had some failures as well, too, man. You know, I'm not perfect, man. But what I can tell y'all is that when it comes to dealing with these chicks, man, chicks don't respect the stuff that y'all dudes think these chicks respect. You hear me? I don't give a damn what they saying online. I don't give a damn what they say on social media. Most of these chicks absolutely do not know what they're talking about, specifically when it comes to us. They do not know. I don't really pay too much of them attention. I know a girl who knows what she's talking about when I listen and see it, and most of them just don't. Most of y'all just do not. Right? But a lot of y'all dudes is so simped out that y'all will be willing to listen to these chicks babble online to gain their favor digitally, to where y'all would digitally make it rain on them, hoping to gain their favor. Meanwhile, these chicks messing with guys like myself offline, or got a whole husband or a whole boyfriend offline. Just adding more to the simpery. And y'all dudes who be flooding these chicks online comment sections, they do not respect y'all. If y'all was to see them in real life, they would act like they didn't know y'all. They take the money that y'all digitally make them rain on them with, and they give it to their boyfriend, husband, and contribute to the household, and listen to his program and his leadership. Y'all sense is terrible, man. But it's crazy. Y'all listen to the chicks tell y'all stuff that we be telling y'all, but when y'all be feeling some type of way toward us. And I understand the dynamic. The simps and the lames, the friend zone dudes, that's most of y'all are, a lot of y'all are. Rather than sit up there soaking up game, befriending a guy like myself from back in the day when we was young boys, rather than befriending a guy like myself when we was young mustaches and just soaking up game to see like, well, damn, I see Virg, man, Virg got away with the ladies. You know what I'm saying? The ladies like him, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The lady, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He stay fresh, keep his hair cut, you know what I'm talking about? I see smart, like maybe I should go hang out with Virg. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could pick up on some, you know what I'm saying, some skills on how to better interact with the ladies. You know what I'm talking about? These are things we're supposed to develop when we young mustaches, when we in high school, man. That's what it's all about. And a lot of y'all just stayed in that lame-ass, corny brother friend zone, thinking that's going to get you in good with a broad, and you're going to be a Boyce Watkins-ass dude talking about Skittles and stuff, and this girl don't even remember what the hell you talking about.
And because your dad used to teach there.
You can ask you like, nigga, why is you sit up here making this story up? I don't remember nothing you talking about.
And then it turned out we were both Geminis, and
look at her face.
Oh, and then you had, I guess, I said, are you from Gary? He said, how did you know? Even though I just guessed Gary because everybody's from Gary, right?
She's from Gary. We talking about the 80s. This chick was a bust down from Gary in Chicago. She was light-skinned, probably thick as hell, fine as hell back in the 80s, 90s. I could just imagine, man. Dope boys was going crazy in them days in Gary and Chicago and everywhere in between. That's why she a baby mama now, right? Boyce Watkins, he was a cold sucker, man. He's the king. He's he's always a runner-up for sympathy. All right, let's go.
And I remember talking to you and how kind you were, how sweet you were. And I also...
You see, she like, oh, really? She said, you really remember that? Because I don't.
And I saw how pretty, I think you were walking out. I was like, ooh, look at that. Ooh. And we went upstairs to...
She looking at him like, nigga. And from my experience with college chicks, that's what a lot of them were. That's what a lot of them are to this day. They're educated bust downs. Especially the ones that actually went to school for something that was worth going to school for and actually do work in corporate America to some degree to where they're making some nice money. They be educated bust downs because the energy you're going to have to take on as a woman to be competing in such environments is a very masculine energy. And it's going to take you to trade in some of your femininity to be able to even operate in those offices at any type of level successfully. Right? That's why so many of y'all end up being like the girls on Think Like a Man, Act Like a Lady, whatever that Steve Harvey stuff it was. Y'all end up being Taraji P. Henderson's character. And I done met a lot of chicks like that girl too. A lot of chicks like that girl. And they ain't nothing but educated, successful bust downs. Yeah, you can tell, Craig Harper. You could tell, Craig Harper. See, man, when you a gamed up dude, man, you could tell, man, she was a light-skinned thing too. She was light-skinned, thick, pretty back in the 80s, 90s. She went to college in Chicago, man. I know them GD dudes getting to that paper in Chicago was at her fabric like a needle and thread going to the University of Chicago, Jack. You know the dudes with the bricks was all up in her mix. Let's go. Look at Boyce just sitting there.
The fourth floor in this building.
We have to go up there.
Yes, and she had a bunch of Starburst. It wasn't Skittles. It was
Starburst.
Starburst. This dude got a fanny pack. Well, look, the brothers don't ever be like Boyce. Be successful financially as Boyce has become, minus the shady-ish with the other dude, Jay, whatever his name is, right? Besides all of that, make yourself financially successful like Boyce did up until the point where he was a scandalous mofo. But minus all of this simp-ish, minus all this trick-ish, all this sucker-ish, find out why it is you are a lame, why you are a cornball, why you think the way you do when it comes to women, why are you so willing to degrade yourself as a man, and why have you tricked yourself into thinking that doing these very unmanly things to gain the favor of women in the way that what you would like to have it with them is somehow worth your integrity, your manhood, your masculinity, by using your money, your status, or your influence to gain the favor from women. You use your status, your influence to attract women, not to, you understand what I'm saying? That's what attract them to you, right? But that charismatic and that magnetism, man, that's what keep them wanting to come back to you, man. You know, if you just come with the bread and all of that, man. I forget what her name, Alicia something. Alicia, I can't remember what her last name was before she became Boyce, or before it became Watkins. He said Starburst.
Yes, and I was thinking, how does she eat all this candy while she's studying? The sugar has to be like overwhelming. So check
the sugar has to be like overwhelming. Like, come on. And this is the type of guy that these chicks will settle for. Dan Patrick, what's happening, man? These are the type of guys that when these chicks have been ran through, kids by other dudes. These dudes just didn't make them a wife or divorced them, or they divorced the guy. All the various situations. And then, you know what, they get to a point in life where, you know, they, you know, even though they went to school and got PhDs, some of them, and they work in possibly prestigious arenas or environments, or maybe they just work at a job where they make decent money, you know what I'm talking about? And they just tired of just being a leader. They tired of being the head of their house. They're tired of, they see, and they find out when they get into their late 30s, early 40s, that all of that stuff that they sacrificed, it just wasn't worth it, because you got all this stuff going on, but you working hours like how one of us is supposed to be working hours. You ain't had no time to focus on relationships. You ain't had no time to focus on interacting with a man, getting on a man's program and following a man's leadership. No, you traded in all of that so you could be a leader, so a man could get on your program or be your partner, as if it's a business transaction, which sadly, unfortunately, what marriage is nowadays. And it's a business transaction that a lot of men are just not willing to partake in. It's not beneficial. It's not profitable anymore. Right? But y'all simps, man, y'all muddy the waters, man, because y'all sit up here and throw that ish in the game, because y'all be willing to do anything to get the favor of the broad, man. Y'all don't care if she got kids. Y'all take care of another man's kids. Sit up here, get disrespected. Told you ain't the daddy. Y'all dudes that sit up here and allow these girls to come in y'all life, sit up there and use y'all. Y'all ain't got no authority in the household. Y'all taking care of another man, another men's families. Can't discipline the kids. Ain't got no structural order going on. Getting told you ain't my dad. These chicks is cheating on y'all with other dudes, with their baby dads. It's just wow when you look online and you see this stuff. It's just like, wow, man. You know what I mean? And that's crazy, because marriage ain't supposed to be a business, but it's been made to be a business nowadays. That's the sad part about it. You know what I'm saying? Why would a dude risk marrying one of y'all if he made himself successful when potentially, you know what I'm saying, if things don't go right, or you start feeling like, you know what I mean, things ain't going your way, you could just say, I want a divorce, and now he got to pay half. Nah, man, that don't sound like a good deal, man. That don't sound like something I wouldn't even risk getting involved with, especially, why would I do that when, if I'm a man who made myself to a degree of success and I'm good in all ways that I'm supposed to be good as a man, why would I do that when I could just have my way and still do what I do? I can still have my way with women without wifing them up. Because lots of women really don't want to be wifed up. They want the benefits of being wifed up, but they don't want to have to deal with the consequences, or what they have to deal with what comes with being wifed up. Right? Yeah, man. Success, no, it's not, and that's crazy. And I like that you said that, Project Leroy, because it's not designed to betray us. We're supposed to be successful. We're supposed to become as successful as we possibly potentially can, because that will put us in a greater position to be able to provide for our family, create generational wealth, and then, as well as a result of that, but depending on how successful we become, we can create a situation for our community and create situations and opportunities for other people to make wealth for their families. That's when you really on your grown man-ish. Success is an attribute of being a man. It's part of our design as men. D. Markham said getting married these days is the equivalent to a rapper singing a bad 360. Yeah, that's a fact. Getting married these days is equivalent to a rapper signing a bad 360 deal. That's crazy. And most of us dudes, especially us dudes who put in hella work to make ourselves into the successful men that we have become or in the process of becoming, man, we're not willing to part with what we work hard for like that, especially if we ain't gonna get what we want. A lot of y'all simps have made it to where these chicks ain't gotta give us what we want, because it's always gonna be a simp ass ninja like you that come and scoop her off her feet and be willing to take care of another man's family. Be willing to take on things that's not your responsibility. Be willing to not have say so in a situation that don't really benefit you just because you want to be with this broad because you like her, the way she look or whatever. You've been infatuated with her since high school, and now you got a chance to get her after she done played you, put you in a friend zone, got kids by other dudes and all that stuff. Man, y'all dudes is terrible, man. That's a fact, man. The tide is turning too, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all brothers better tighten y'all game up. Y'all better chill out with that simping ish. It ain't gonna get you nowhere, Jack. These chicks do not respect it. But they're gonna check it though, meaning that if they can sit up there and use you, they will. And they will use you for everything they get you out of can get out of you. Because I'm telling you right now, man, if you mess with a chick who's been around a guy like me, man, we on that type of time, she gonna get you for everything you got, and you gonna love giving it to her. Right? Might have said too much right there. But we about to get up out of here, y'all, man. We got a show coming later. We're gonna be discussing the situation with Ashley and John McCann. I wanted to wait. Like I said, I'm not the guy to jump on this stuff because it's the problem. Now, I want to wait till more information came out. And so much more information has come out. And now I feel like the place where now I can speak on this. Right? Because it's an aspect to this that even though the information that we have, even up until today, have been made privy to, there's an aspect to this that's missing. It's a huge aspect to this situation with Ashley that's missing, and we're going to get to it in a couple hours at 9 o'clock. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page, share on social engineering. Let's watch the rest of this boys video. I mean, it's only like a minute and a half left.
Check this out, man. Check this out, bro.
Listen to boys sit back.
That night, I went
Young
home
brothers,
and I
don't
wrote
be
in my
like
journal,
boys.
And I still have these words written down. I wrote, today I met the most beautiful woman in the world. And so here it is 20-some years later, and I still think you're the most beautiful woman in the world. And so I thought that it would be cool.
Look at her face, y'all, brothers. Okay, I think it was Project Leroy or somebody said earlier. Nonverbal facial cues are always what chicks are really saying. You have to pay attention to body language, facial movements, facial structure. You got to pay attention to this stuff, man. Look at this girl's body language. Look at her facial reactions while this guy is talking. Let's go. You don't ever want to be this guy, young brother, man. Trust me, man. Respect for yourself.
Come to this very spot where I first met you.
Yes.
And get on my knee.
She said, oh, boys.
And say, Alicia, Table McLaughlin X.
She like, no, this nigga ain't.
I've loved you so much since I first met you. I think you give me life.
Hey, man. Hey, he told this broad that she give him life. Shout out to my brother Sinful, man. Rest in the answer to Sinful to P, man. This dude, boy, said, you give me life. Ain't that something broads be saying? No disrespect to all the ladies out there, but ain't that something that y'all be saying? Ooh, this gives me life. This food is giving me life. This drink is giving me life. This is giving me life. That's some girl say. This dude, Boyce Watkins, told this chick that she gives him life.
first met you, I think you give me life.
You give me life. Hey, chicks, man, let me know in the comment section, man. Hey, what y'all think about a dude telling you you give him life? Now, mind you, this ain't a dude who you feeling. This is a dude who you knew from back in the day. I mean, you know this dude liked you. I mean, you was cool. You ain't really like you all like that. But, you know, whatever. And this dude telling you you give him life.
You are sunshine for me. And nothing has ever touched my soul the way you have.
He crying like that because he know he had to put it on so she make sure she say yes. And you know, it's cameras on and stuff like that. So she like pressure right now. But look at her facials, look at her body, look at everything.
And I'd like to ask if I'd like to go back in time and do what I wish I could have did back then and say, will you marry me? And I guess
He reached into the fanny pack.
So
she like, nigga, no, you did.
Boys,
you are something.
Yeah, so I thought that the place that I first met you 26 years ago would be the place to do it. So I think she's supposed to say yes. I hope she says.
oh my gosh.
She never said yes. My man Dan Patrick said, I know a guy who not only married his friend's ex-girlfriend, but she got impregnated by another man and he still married her because he loves her. Unfortunately, we have a lot of simp-ass ninjas just like Dan Patrick's homie. Right? She didn't even say yes. She never said yes.
So I think she's supposed
He said,
to
I
say
think you're
yes.
supposed to say yes.
I hope she said.
She didn't kiss him. She never said yes. She never said yes. Right? Brothers, my young brothers out there that could be possibly potentially tapping in, man. My young brothers, don't be like boys, man. Man, y'all dudes need to tap in with your brother. You know, your brother, man, over here, A-Real Talk. Go tap in with my brother, Sir Ism. Go tap in with my brother, Red Supreme, man, or King Supreme TV. You understand me, man? Go tap in with my man, Boss Mac Topsoil. You understand me? Go tap in with real ones, man. Not none of these goofy dudes who just sit up here just repeating a whole bunch of stuff they heard other than just stay online. These dudes don't know nothing about these broads, man. They're going to be telling y'all to be tricks and simple on these broads to get their favor, man. The thing is, a lot of y'all just got things from y'all childhood, man, that y'all want to address that's prevent y'all becoming the men y'all.
I want my music, spread love, and joy.
Michael. All right?
That's not necessary.
We about to get up out of here, y'all. We'll see y'all at 9 o'clock tonight, maybe 9:30. You know what I'm saying? He had to ask twice. That's crazy, man. That woman didn't even say yes. He asked that woman for her hand in marriage at a nostalgic spot where they ate Starburst 20-something years ago when they was in college that she barely remember. You asked her to marry her, and the only thing she said was, oh, boys, you're something. You even prompted her by saying, I think you're supposed to say yes. She still didn't say yes. She never said yes. Crazy, man. Don't ever end up like boys, y'all. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. I'm about to make the post for the shirt. We about to get to it. You already know what it is, man. We'll see y'all later, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. You dig? And we're going to see y'all later on in a couple few. You already know what it do. Black King, man, stand up, man. We doing y'all one too, man. We'll tap in with my brother Sir Enzo, man, and sharpen up on y'all's analytics, man. Tap in with me. Get your mind together, man.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on all of our black kings. All black everything, we got black tea. All black coffee, man, I don't add green. Norse give you all you need, no more caffeine. Close down the whole set, no more casting. Remove targets off our back like a black team. We keep growing up the game like a black team. Your girl got a problem with me, then get at me. I'll tie her to a bumper, now you got a drag queen. You can't stop me, you old as jalopy. This is past me, and I got it photocopied. Caught him on film, flow tracks and sloppy. Trying to attack me, you a carbon copy. I rise keep the heat like chimney blocks, and I charge for a look, put me in a penalty box. Man, I'm killing the ops while I look at my watch. All hands on deck like the time on the clock. Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black
Keep my
kings.
grass cut low to catch a glimpse of the snakes. Devilish serpents with purpose to steal your cake. Smiling in your face while they got their eyes on your safe. Boy, that hatred, man, they make you do some foul things. Switch up on your niggas like the numbers when the Dow change. When I work for Millie, still a grind like a broke. Take it for granted, she be gone in the proof of smoke. Better put your plan in action, niggas be too used to hope. Formulated a plan, calculated the steps. 2020, my vision, see my way to the check. Only way is up, I made my way to the steps. Let's go. Look. Only way to move is building kingdom shit. Niggas won't make a move, want you to bring them shit. But God bless the child that can hold his own. They wanna give you numbers in a cell like a mobile phone. But fuck a cop, any wicked, you this was sister. Cause niggas on the edge, there for you to push. Bullets loaded tight up in that magazine. Bring a nightmare to American dreams.
Task Force, Black Force, we the tag team. If it's a nightmare, then it must be a bad dream. E&E, running our lanes like a track meet, skipping over hurdles. Call us a track team, all paperwork legit. It's the fact team, then double up the championship belts like a tag team. Black on black, yeah, it's a black thing. Black jewelry shining on our black kings.